Us. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Never tell me. I take it much unkindly that thou, Iago, who has had my purse as if the strings were thine, shouldst know it.
If ever I did dream of such a matter, abhor me.
What? Thou didst tell me thou did hold her in thy hate.
Despise me if I do not. 3 great ones of the city, in personal suit to make me, her instructor, off-cap to her. And by the faith of man, I know my price. I am worth no worse a place. But she, as loving her own pride and purposes, evades them with a bombast circumstance. Ah, for sir, says she, I have already chose my follower. And what was she? One Cassio. Mere prattle without practice in all her mastery, but she, sir, had the election. She, in good time, must her instructor be, and I, bless the mark, her lordship's ancient.
I, by heaven, would rather have hanged her.
Why, there's no remedy. 'Tis a curse of service. Preferment goes by letter and affection, not by old gradation, where each second stood heir to the first. Now, be judge yourself, whether I, in any just terms, am affined to love the more.
Well, I would not follow her then.
Oh, sir, content you. I follow her to serve my turn upon her. We cannot all be masters, nor all masters cannot be truly followed. Huh? Many there are who, trimmed in forms and visages of duty, keep yet their hearts attending on themselves. Throwing but shows of service on their lords, do well thrive by them, and when they have filled their coats, do themselves homage. These fellows have some soul, and such a one do I profess myself. For, sir, it is as sure as you are Rodorigo, were I the more, I would not be Iago. In following her, I follow but myself. Heaven is my judge, not I, for love and duty, but seeming so, for my peculiar end. For when mine outward action doth demonstrate the native act and figure of my heart in compliment extern, 'tis not long after, but I will wear my heart upon my sleeve for doors to peck at. I am not what I am. Call up her father.
Here is his house. I'll call aloud. What ho! Brabantio!
Awake!
Master Brabantio, ho!
Awake, Brabantio!
What is the matter there?
Master, is all your family within?
Are your doors locked?
Why, wherefore ask you this?
You have lost half your soul. Your poor heart is burst. Even now, very now, an old black ram is chopping your white ewe.
What? Have you lost your wits?
Most Reverend Master, do you know my voice?
Not I. What are you?
My name is Rodorigo.
Oh, the worse are welcome. I have charged thee not to haunt about my doors. In honest plainness, thou hast heard me say, my daughter is not for you.
Sir.
But thou must needs be sure.
Sir.
My spirits and my place have in their power to make this good and bitter to thee.
Most grave Brabantio, in simple and pure soul, I come to you.
What profane wretch art thou?
I am one that comes to tell you, your daughter and the Moor are making the beast with 2 backs.
Thou art a villain! This thou shalt answer. I know thee, Rodorigo.
Sir, I will answer anything, but I beseech you, we have your wrong rebuke. Your daughter, if you have not given her leave, I say again, hath made a gross revolt, tying her duty, beauty, wit, and fortune in an exceeding wheeling stranger of here and everywhere. Straight satisfy yourself. If she be not in her chamber or your house, Let loose on me the justice of the state for thus deluding you.
This accident is not unlike my dream. Belief of it oppresses me already.
Farewell, for I must leave you. It seems not meet nor wholesome to my purpose to be productive, for if I stay I shall against the more. Though I do hate her, as I do Hella Pines, I must show out a flag, a sign of love, which is indeed but sign. That you shall surely find her. Lead to the Sagittary to raise search. There will I be with her. So, farewell.
Too true and evil, gone she is, and what's to come of my despised times is naught but bitterness. Thou, Rodorigo, where didst thou see her? Oh, unhappy girl, with the Moor, sayest thou? Oh, who would be a father? How didst thou know 'twas she? Oh, she deceived me past thought. What did she say to you? Are they married, think you?
Truly, I think they are.
Oh, heaven. How got she out? Some one way, some another. Do you know where we may apprehend her and the Moor?
I think I can discover them.
Though in a trade of war I have slain men, yet do I find it very stuff of the conscience to do no contrived murder. I lack iniquity sometime to do me service. 9 or 10 times I've thought to have yerked him here under the ribs.
'Tis better as it is.
Damn, nay, but he prated, and spoke such scurvy and provoking terms against your honour, that with the little godliness I have, I did full hard forbear him. But I pray you, are you fast married? Be assured of this, that the Magnifico is much beloved, and hath in his effect a voice potential as double as the Duke's. He will divorce you, or put upon you what restraint or grievance the law, with all his might to enforce it on, may give him cable.
Let him do his spite. For know, Iago, but that I love the gentle Desdemona. Look.
You had best go in.
Not I. I must be found. My parts, my title, and my perfect soul shall manifest me rightly.
The Duke does greet you, Othello, and she requires your post-haste appearance, even on the instant.
What is the matter, think you?
'Tis a business of some heat. You have been hotly called for when being not at your lodging to be found.
'Tis well I am found by you. I will but spend a word here in the house and go with you.
Ancient, what makes she here?
She's married.
To whom?
Married to... Come, Cassio, will you go?
Have with you.
Look, here comes another troop to seek for you.
It is Brabantio, madam. Be advised, he comes to bad intent.
Stand there!
Signor, it is the Moor!
Down with her, thief!
How now, Rodorigo, I am for you.
Good master, you shall more command with words than with your weapon.
Oh, thou foul thief! Where hast thou stowed my daughter? Damned as thou art, thou hast enchanted her. For I'll refer me to all the general sense, if she in chains of magic were not bound, whether a maid so tender, fair, and happy, so opposite to marriage, that she shunned the wealthy curled dearling of our nation, would ever have to incur a general mock, run from her guardage to the sooty bosom of such a thing as thou, to fear, not to delight. Judge me the world, if 'tis not gross in sense, that thou hast practiced on her with foul charms and drugs. There it will be disputed on. Out of warrant, I therefore apprehend and do attach thee for an abuser of the world, a practicer of arts inhibited, and lay hands on her. If she do resist, abuse her at her peril.
Hold your hands, both you of my inclining and the rest. Were it my cue to fight, I would have known it without a prompter. Whither will you that I go to answer this your charge?
To prison, till fit time of law and course of direct session call thee to answer.
What if I do obey? How may the Duke be therewith satisfied upon some present business with the state?
Mine's not an idle cause. The Duke herself, or any of the brothers of the state, cannot but feel this wrong as if it were their own.
Valiant Othello! We must straight employ thee. I did not see you. Welcome, gentle master. We lacked your counsel and your help tonight.
So did I yours. Good your grace, pardon me. Neither my place nor aught I heard of business hath raised me from my bed, nor doth the general care take hold on me. For my particular grief is of so floodgate and o'erpowering nature that it ingluts and swallows other sorrows, and it is still itself.
Why? What's the matter?
My daughter.
Dead?
To me, she is abused, stolen from me, and corrupted on with spells and medicines bought of mountebanks, for nature so preposterously to err, being neither deficient, blind, nor lame of sense, sans witchcraft could not.
Whoe'er he be that in this foul proceeding hath thus beguiled your daughter of herself and you of her, the bloody book of law you shall yourself read in the bitter letter after your own sense, yea, though our proper son stood in your action.
Humbly I thank your grace. Here's the woman, this Moor, whom now it seems your special mandate for the state affairs hath hither brought.
What, in your own part, can you say to this?
Nothing, but this is so.
That I have ta'en away this old man's daughter. It is most true. True, I have married her. The very head in front of my offending hath this extent, no more. Rude am I in my speech, and little blessed with the soft phrase of peace, and therefore little shall I grace my cause in speaking for myself. Yet by your gracious patience, I will a round, unvarnished tale deliver of my whole course of love. What drugs, what charms, what conjurations, and what mighty magic, for such proceedings I am charged withal. I won his daughter.
A maiden, never bold, of spirit so still and quiet that her motion blushed at herself, and she, in spite of nature, of years, of country, credit, everything, to fall in love with what she feared to look on. Oh, it is a judgment maimed, and gross imperfection that will confess perfection, so could err against all rules of nature, and must be driven to find out practices of cunning hell, why this should be. I therefore vouch again, that with some mixtures powerful o'er the blood, or with some dram conjured to this effect, she wrought up on her.
To vouch this is no proof without more wider and moreover tests than these thin habits and poor likelihoods of modern seeming do prefer against her. Did you, by indirect and forced courses, subdue and poison this young maid's affection, or came it by request? And such fair question as soul to soul affordeth.
I do beseech you, send to the lady to the Sagittary, and let her speak of me before her father. If you do find me foul by her report, the trust, the office I do hold of you, not only take away, but let your sentence even fall upon my life.
Fetch Desdemona hither.
Ancient, conduct them, you best know the place. Until she come, as truly as to heaven I do confess the vices of my blood, so justly to your grave ears I'll present how I did thrive in my fair lady's love, and she in mine.
Say it, Othello.
Her father loved me, oft invited me, still questioned me the story of my life. From year to year, the battles, sieges, fortunes I had passed. I ran it through even from my toyish days to the very moment that he bade me tell it. These things to hear did Desdemona seriously incline. But still the house affairs would draw her hence, whichever as she could with haste dispatch, she'd come again, and with a greedy ear devour up my discourse, which I observing, took once a pliant hour, and found good means to draw from her a prayer of earnest thought, that I would all my pilgrimage dilate, whereof by parcels she had something heard, but not instinctively. I did consent, and often did beguile her of her tears, when I did speak of some distressful stroke that my youth suffered. My story being done, she gave me for my pains a world of kisses.
No.
She swore in faith 'twas strange, 'twas passing strange, 'twas pitiful, 'twas wondrous pitiful. She wished she had not heard it, yet she wished heaven had made her such a man. She thanked me, and bade me if I had a friend that loved her, I should but teach him how to tell my story, and that would woo her. Upon this hint, I spake. She loved me for the dangers I had passed, and I loved her that she did pity them. This only is the witchcraft I have used. Here comes the lady. Let her witness it.
I think this tale would win my daughter too. Good Brabantio, take up this mangled matter at the best. Men do their broken weapons rather use than their bare hands.
I pray you, hear her speak. If she confess herself that she was half the wooer, destruction light on my head, if my bad blame light on the moor. Come hither, gentle mistress. Do you perceive in all this noble company where most you owe obedience?
My noble father, I do perceive here a divided duty. To you I am bound for life and education. My life and education both do learn me how to respect you. You are the Lord of Duty. I am hitherto your daughter, but here's my partner. And so much duty, as my mother showed to you, preferring you before her father. So much I challenge due to the more, my lord.
God be with you. I have done. Please you, your grace, proceed to the affairs of state.
Othello.
I had rather to adopt a child than get it. Come hither, Moor. I here do give thee that with all my heart, which but thou hast already, with all my heart I would keep from thee. I have done, my lady.
Let me speak like yourself, and lay a sentence, which, as a grise or step, may help these lovers. When remedies are past, griefs are ended by seeing the worst, which late on hopes depended. To mourn a mischief that is past and gone is the next way to draw new mischief on.
Humbly I do beseech you, proceed to the affairs of state.
Othello, the fortitude of the other place is best known to you, and though we have there a substitute of most allowed sufficiency, yet opinion, a more sovereign mistress of effects, throws a safer voice on you. You must therefore be content to slobber the gloss of your new fortune with more stubborn and boisterous expedition.
Most humbly, therefore, bending to your state, I crave fit disposition for my wife.
Why, at her father.
I will not have it so.
Nor I.
Nor would I there reside, to have my father in impatient thoughts by being in his eye. Most gracious Duke, to my unfolding lend me your prosperous ear, and help me find a voice to assist my simpleness.
What would you, Desdemona?
That I love the more, to live with her. My downright violence and storms of fortunes may trumpet to the world. My heart is subdued to the very quality of my lady. I saw Othello's visage in her mind, and to her honours and her valiant parts did I my soul and fortunes consecrate, so that, dear lords, if I be left behind, the rights for why I love her are bereaved me. and I, a heavy interim, shall support in her dear absence. Let me go with her.
Let her have your voice, but to be free and bounteous to her mind. And heaven defend your good souls that you think I will your serious and great business scant when she is with me.
Be it as you shall privately determine, either for her stay or going. The affair cries haste, and speed must answer it.
With all my heart.
At 9 in the morning, here we'll meet again. Othello, leave some follower behind, and he shall our commission bring to you, and such things else of quality and respect as doth import you.
So please your grace, my ancient, a man he is of honesty and trust. To his conveyance I assign my wife, with what else needful your good grace should think to be sent after me.
Let it be so. Good night to everyone, and noble master, if virtue no delighted beauty lack, your moor-in-law is far more fair than black.
Look to her, Moor, if thou hast eyes to see. She has deceived her father, and may leave.
My life upon her faith! Honest Iago, my Desdemona I must leave to thee. I pray thee, let thy wife attend on her, and bring her after in the best advantage. Come, Desdemona, I have but an hour of love, of worldly matter and direction to spend with thee. We must obey the time.
Iago,
What sayst thou, noble heart?
what will I do, thinkst thou?
I go to bed and sleep.
I will drown myself incontinently.
If thou dost so, I shall never love thee after. Why, thou silly gentleman?
It is silliness to live when to live is torment.
Oh, villainous. I have looked upon this earth for 4 times 7 years, and since I could distinguish betwixt a benefit and an injury, I never knew knew how to love himself.
What should I do? I confess it is my shame to be so fond, but it's not in my virtue to amend it.
Virtue? Da fig! 'Tis in ourselves that we are thus or thus. If the balance of our lives had not one scale of reason to poise another of sensuality, the blood and baseness of our natures would conduct us to most preposterous conclusions. But we have reason to cool our raging motions, our carnal stings, our unbitted lusts, whereof I take this, that you call love, to be a sect.
It cannot be.
It is merely a lust of the blood and a permission of the will. Come, be a man. Drown thyself. Drown cats and blind puppies. I have professed me thy friend, and I confess me knit to thy deservings with cables of perdurable toughness. I could never better stead thee than now. It cannot be long that Desdemona should continue her love to the Moor. When she is sated with her body, she will see the errors of her choice.
Will thou be fast to my hopes, if I depend on the matter?
I have told thee oft, and I retell thee again and again. I hate the Moor. My cause is hearted, yours hath no less reason. Let us be conjunctive in our revenge against her. If thou canst cuckold her, thou dost thyself a pleasure, me a sport. There are many events in the womb of time which will be delivered. Thou shalt hear more hereafter.
Where shall we meet in the morning?
At my lodging.
I'll be with thee betimes.
Rodorigo, do you hear?
What say you?
No more of drowning. Do you hear?
I am changed.
Thus do I ever make my fool my purse. For I, mine own gain knowledge would profane if I should time expend with such a snipe, but for my sport and profit. I hate the Moor. And it is told abroad that twixt my sheets she have done my office. I know not if it be true, but out of mere suspicion of that kind, will do as if for surety. She holds me well. The better shall my purpose work on her. Cassio's the proper one. To get her place, and to plume up my will. How? How? Let's see. After some time, to abuse Othello's ear, that Cassio's too familiar with her wife. Cassio hath a person and a smooth disposed to be suspected, framed to make women false. The more is of a free and noble nature, that thinks men honest that but seem to be so. I have it. It is engendered. Hell and night must bring this monstrous birth to the world's light.
But, good Cassio, is your Othello wife?
Most fortunately, he hath achieved a maid that paragons description and wild fame.
Well, what is she?
She that I spake of.
Oh, I thank you, valiant Cassio. What tidings can you tell me of my lady?
She is not yet arrived. Not know I aught, but that she is well, and will soon be here.
Oh, but I fear. How lost you company?
See for the news. Good ancient, you are welcome. Welcome, mistress. Let it not gall your patience, good Iago, that I extend my manners. 'Tis my breeding that gives me this bold show of courtesy.
Oh, would she give you so much of her lips as of her tongue she oft bestows on me, you would have enough.
Alas, she has no speech.
In faith, too much. I find it still when I have leave to sleep. Marry, before your ladyship, I grant she puts her tongue a little in her heart and chides with thinking.
You have little cause to say so.
Come on. Come on! You are pictures out of doors, bells in your parlours, wild cats in your kitchens, saints in your injuries, devils being offended, players in your huswifery, and hussy huswives in your beds.
Slanderer.
You shall not write my praise.
No, let me not.
What would thou write of me if thou should praise me?
Oh, gentle lady, do not put me to it. For I am nothing if not critical.
Come on, I say. I am not married, but I do beguile the thing I am, but seeming otherwise. Come, how wouldst thou praise me?
I'm about it. But my muse labours.
Worse and worse. Do not learn of him, Aemilia, though he be thy husband. What say you, Cassio? Is this not the most profane and liberal counsellor?
Madam, he speaks home.
She takes it by the harm. Aye, well said, whisper. With as little a web as this will I ensnare as great a fly as Cassio. Aye, smile upon her, do. I will give thee in thine own courtship. Ah, the more.
'Tis truly so.
Oh, my fair warrior!
My dear Othello!
It gives me wonder great as my content to see thee here before me. Oh, my soul's joy, for I fear my soul hath her content so absolute that not another comfort like to this succeeds in unknown fate.
The heavens forbid, but that our love and comfort should increase even as our days do grow.
I cannot speak enough of this content. It stops me here. It is too much of joy. And this, our greatest discord be. That ere our heart shall make.
Oh, you are well tuned now. But I'll sit down to stops and make this music as honest as I am.
Come, Desdemona.
Come, thither. If thou beest valiant, as they say, base men being in love have then a nobility in their nature, more than is native to them. List me. Cassio, tonight. First, let me tell thee this. Desdemona is directly in love with her.
With her? That is not possible.
Mark me, with what violence she first loved the more. But for bragging and telling her fantastical lies, to love her still for prating, let not thy discreet heart think it. Her eye must be fed, and what delight shall she have to look on the devil? When the blood is made dull with the act of sport, there should be some game to inflame it on and to give satiety a fresh appetite. Loveliness in favours, sympathy in years, manner and beauties, all which the more is defective in. Now, for want of these required conveniences, her delicate tenderness will find itself abused, begin to heave the gorge, disrelish and abhor the more. Very nature will instruct her in it, and compel her to some second choice. Now, sir, this granted, as it is a most pregnant and unforced position, who stands so eminent in the degree of this fortune as Cassio does? Besides, she is handsome, young, and hath all the requisites in her that folly and green minds look after.
I cannot believe this in her. She is full of most blessed form.
If she had been blessed, she would never have loved them more. Did you not see her paddle with the palm of Cassio's hand? Didst not mark that?
Yes, that I did, but that was but courtesy.
They met so near with their lips that their breaths embraced together. Watch you tonight, for the command I laid upon you. I'll not be far from you, Cassio knows you not. Do you find some occasion to anger Cassio, either by speaking too loud or tainting her discipline, or from what other course you please, which the time may more favourably minister?
Well,
sir, she's rash and very sudden in choler, and happily may strike at you. Provoke her that she may. So shall you have a shorter journey to your desires by the means I shall then have to prefer them, and the impediment most profitably removed, without the which there were no expectation of our prosperity.
I will do this, if you can find me any opportunity.
Farewell.
Adieu!
That Cassio loves her, I do well believe it. That she loves Cassio, 'tis apt, and of great credit. The more, howbeit that I endure her not, is of a constant, loving, noble nature, and I dare think she'll prove to Desdemona a most dear wife. Now, I do love Desdemona too. Not out of absolute lust, though peradventure I stand a competent for as great a sin, but partly led to diet my revenge. For that I do suspect the lusty Moor hath leapt into my seat, the thought whereof doth like a poisonous mineral gnaw my innards, and nothing can or shall content my soul till I am even with her wife for whift, or failing so, yet that I put the Moor at least into a jealousy so strong that judgment cannot cure.
Let's teach ourselves that honourable thought, not to outsport discretion.
Iago hath direction what to do, but notwithstanding, with my personal eye will I look to it.
Iago is most honest. Cassio, good night. Tomorrow with your earliest, let me have speech with you. Come, my dear love. Good night.
Welcome, Iago.
Othello has cast us thus early for the love of her Desdemona. Oh, let us not therefore blame she have not yet made wanton the night with her.
She is a most exquisite lady.
Oh, and I'll warrant her full of game.
She is a most fresh and delicate creature.
Oh, what an eye she has.
An inviting eye.
Oh, when she speaks.
She is indeed perfection.
Well, happiness to their sheets. Come, Cassio. I have a stoup of wine.
Not tonight, good Iago.
I'll drink for you.
I'll do it, but it dislikes me.
If I can fasten but one cup upon her, with that which she have drunk all night tonight already, she'll be as full of quarrel and offence as my young mistress dog. Now, my sick fool Rodorigo, whom love have turned almost the wrong side out, to Desdemona have tonight corralled. Now, I might put our Cassio in some action. That may offend.
They have given me a rouse already.
Good faith, a little one for her, not past a pint.
Some wine?
To our Othello.
I'm for it, Cassio.
And so am I too, Cassio.
You must not think that I am drunk. Here is my ancient. Here is my right hand, and here is my left. I am not drunk now. I can stand well enough and speak well enough.
Excellent well.
Excellent well.
Very well, then. You must not think, then, that I am drunk.
I fear the trust Othello puts her in.
Ah, but is she often thus?
'Tis evermore her prologue to her sleep.
It were well that Othello were put in mind of it. Perhaps she sees it not, or her good nature prizes the virtue that appears in Cassio and looks not on her evils. Is not this true?
Ah, how now, Rodorigo? I pray you, after that Cassio, go!
It is great pity that the noble Moor should hazard such a place with his own second, with one of an ingraft infirmity. It would be an honest action to say so to the Moor.
I do love Cassio well, and would do much to cure her of this evil.
Help! Help!
Rogue! What's the matter, Cassio?
You rogue!
Nay, good Cassio! Hold your hands!
Let me go!
Come, you're drunk!
Drunk!
Wait! Nay, good Cassio!
What is the matter with you?
I bleed still! I am hurt to the death! She dies!
Hold for your lives!
Ho!
She that stirs next to tar for her own rage holds her soul light. She dies upon her motion. Honest Iago, that looks dead with grieving. Speak, who began this? On thy love I charge thee.
Friends all, but now, even now. In terms like bride and groom divesting them for bed, and then, but now, in opposition bloody. I cannot speak any beginning to this peevish odds.
How comes it, Cassio, you are thus forgot?
I pray you pardon me. I cannot speak.
Worthy Montano, you are wont to be civil. What is the matter that you unlace your reputation thus for the name of a night brawler? Give me answer to it.
Worthy Othello, I am hurt to danger. Your follower Iago can inform you while I spare speech. Something now offends me of all that I know nor say I ought. By me that said or done amiss this night, unless self-charity be sometimes a vice, and to defend ourselves it be a sin when violence assails us.
Now, by heaven, my blood begins my safer guides to rule, and passion having my best judgment colleagued, essays to lead the way. If I once stir, or do but lift this arm, the best of you shall sink in my rebuke. Give me to know how this foul rout began. Who set it on? Iago, who began it?
Montano and myself being in speech, there comes a fellow crying out for help. Montano steps into Cassio and entreats her pause. Myself, the crying fellow, did pursue, heard Cassio high in oath, which till tonight I ne'er might say before. When I came back, for this was brief, I found them close together at blow and thrust, even as again they were when you yourself did part them. Though Cassio did some little wrong to him, as we in rage strike those who wish us best, yet surely Cassio, I believe, received from him that fled some strange indignity which patience could not pass.
I know, Iago. Thy honesty in love does mint this matter, making it light to Cassio. Cassio, I love thee, but never more be follower of mine. Look, if my gentle love be not raised up, I'll make thee an example.
What is the matter?
All's well, sweeting. Come away to bed. For your hurts, myself will be your surgeon.
But, Cassio, are you hurt?
Reputation. 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 I have lost my reputation. I have lost that immortal part of myself, and what remains is bestial. Oh, Iago. I have lost my reputation.
As I'm an honest man, I'd thought you'd receive some bodily wound. There's more sense in that than in reputation. Reputation is an idle and false imposition, oft got without merit and lost without deserving. You have lost no reputation at all, unless you repute yourself such a loser. What had he done to you?
I know not.
It's possible.
I recall a quarrel, but nothing distinctly. Nothing wherefore.
But why, you seem well enough. How came you thus recovered?
One imperfectness shows me another to make me frankly despise myself.
I could heartily wish this had not befallen. But since it is, as it is, mend it for your own good.
I will ask her for my place again. She will tell me I am a drunkard.
Exclaim no more against it. I tell you what you shall do. Othello's wife is now the leader. I may say so in this respect. Othello have devoted and given up herself to the contemplation, mark, and devotement of Desdemona's parts and graces. Confess yourself freely to Desdemona. Importune her to put you in your place again. She is of so free, so kind, so apt, so blessed a disposition, she holds it a vice in her virtue not to do more than is requested of her. This broken joint between you and Othello, entreat her to splinter. And my fortunes against any lay worth naming. This crack of your love shall grow stronger than it was before.
You advise me well.
I protest in sincerity of love and honest kindness.
I think it freely. Betimes in the morning, I will beseech the virtuous Desdemona to undertake for me. I am desperate of my fortunes if they check me.
You are in the right. Good night.
Good night, honest Iago.
And what's he then that says I play the villain? When this advice is free I give, and honest, profound to thinking, and indeed the cause to win them o'er again. For 'tis most easy the inclining Desdemona to subdue in any honest suit. She's framed as fruitful as the free elements. Othello so infettered to her love, that she may make, unmake, do what she list, even as her appetite shall play the god to the Moor's weak function. How am I then a villain? To counsel Cassio to this parallel course as I do now, for whiles this honest fool plies Desdemona to repair her fortune, and she for Cassio pleads strongly to the Moor, I'll pour this pestilence into the Moor's ear, that Desdemona repeals Cassio for her body's lust. And by how much she strives to do Cassio good, she shall undo her credit with the Moor. so will I turn her virtue into pitch, and out of her own goodness make the net that shall enmesh them all. How now, Rodorigo?
I have been tonight exceedingly well cudgeled.
What wounds did ever heal but by degrees? Thou know'st we work by wit, and not by witchcraft, and wit depends on dilatory time. Dost not go well? Cassio hath beaten thee, and thou by that small hurt have cashiered Cassio. Content thyself a while. Oh, troth, 'tis morning. Pleasure and action make the hours seem short. Away, I say. Thou shalt no more hereafter. Nay, get thee gone. 2 things are to be done. My wife must move to Cassio, to her mistress. I'll set her on myself a while to draw the more apart, and bring Othello jump when she finds Cassio soliciting her wife. Aye, that's the way. Dull not device by coldness and delay.
In happy time, Iago.
Thou not been a Penczak then?
Why no? The day had broke before we parted. I have made bold, Iago, to send in to your wife. My suit to her is that she will, to virtuous Desdemona, procure me some access.
I'll send it to you presently, and I'll devise a mean to draw the more out of the way that your converse and business may be more free.
I humbly thank you for it.
Good morrow, good Cassio. I am sorry for your displeasure. No. Our Othello and her wife are talking of it, and she speaks for you stoutly. The Moor replies she might not but refuse you, but she protests she loves you, and needs no other suitor but her likings to bring you in again.
Yet I beseech you, if you think it fit, or if it be possible, give me some advantage of some brief discourse with Desdemona, alone.
Pray you come in. I will bestow you where you shall have time to speak your bosom freely.
Madam, I am most bound to you.
Be thou assured, good Cassio, I will do all thy abilities in my behalf.
Good madam, do. I warrant it grieves my husband as if the cause were his.
That is an honest fellow. Do not doubt, Cassio. I will have my lady and you again as friendly as you were.
Whatever may become of your one Cassio, she is never anything but your true servant.
I know it. I thank you. You do love my lady. You've known her long. And be you assured, she shall with strangers now no farther off than in a politic distance.
My good Othello will forget my love and service.
Do not doubt that. Before Aemilia here, I give thee warrant of thy place. Assure thee, if I do vow a friendship, I'll perform it to the last article. My lady will never rest. I'll intermingle everything she does with Cassio's suit.
Madam, here comes my lady.
Madam, I'll take my leave.
Why stay? Stay and hear me speak.
Not now, madam. I am very ill at ease, unfit for mine own purposes.
Well, do your discretion.
Huh? I like not that.
What does that say?
Nothing, my lady. Or if... I know not what.
Was not that Cassio parted from my wife?
Cassio, my lady? No, sure, it cannot be. I cannot think that Cassio would steal away so guilty-like, seeing you coming.
I do believe 'twas he. My good lady. I've been talking with a suitor, a woman who languishes in your displeasure. Who is you mean? Why, your instructor Cassio. If I have any power and grace to move you, her present reconciliation take. If she be not one that truly loves you, that errs in ignorance and not in cunning, I have no judgment on this face. I prithee, call her back. Wants she hence now?
in sooth so humbled, that she have left a part of her grief with me, to suffer with her. Could love call her back?
Not now, sweet Desdemona. Some other time.
Well, shall we shortly?
The sooner, sweet, for you.
Shall be tonight at supper?
No, not tonight.
Tomorrow dinner, then?
I shall not dine at home.
Why, then, tomorrow night. On Tuesday morn. On Tuesday noon. Or night. On Wednesday morn. Oh, I prithee name the time, but let it not exceed 3 days. In faith, she's penitent. When shall she come? Tell me, Othello. Yeah, I wonder in thy soul what thou would ask me that I was to deny, or stand so mamstring on. What? Cassio came a-wooing with you, and so many a time when I spoke of you dispraisingly, have ta'en your part to have so much to do to bring her in. Trust me, I could do much.
Prithee, no more. Let her come when she will. I will deny thee nothing. Whereon I do beseech you grant me this, to leave me but a little to myself.
Shall I deny you? No, my lady. Farewell.
Farewell, my Desdemona. I'll come to thee straight.
Aemilia, come. Be as your fancies teach you. Whate'er you be, I am obedient.
Oh, excellent wretch. Perdition catch my soul, but I do love thee. And when I love thee not, chaos is come again.
My noble lady,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Cassio, when you wooed your lady, know of your love?
She did from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
But for a satisfaction of my thought, no further harm.
Why of thy thought, Iago?
I did not think she had been acquainted with her.
Oh, yes, and came between us very oft.
Indeed.
Indeed. Aye, indeed. Discerns thou aught in this? Is she not honest?
Honest, my lady.
Honest? Aye, honest.
For aught I know, my lady.
What dost thou think?
Think?
Think? Alas, thou echoes me as if there were some monster in thy thought, too hideous to be shown. Thou didst mean something. I heard you say even now thou likest not that when Cassio left my wife. What didst not like? And when I told you she was of my counsel, of my whole course of wooing, thou criedst, indeed? And did contract and purse thy brows together, as if thou then hadst shut up in thy brain some horrible conceit. If thou dost love me, show me thy thoughts.
My lady, you know I love you.
I think thou dost. And for I know thou art full of love and honesty, and weighs thy words before thou givest them breath. Therefore, these stops of thine fright me the more. Their close dilations working from the heart that passion cannot rule.
For Cassio, let me be sworn, I think that she is honest.
I think so too.
We should be what we seem. Or those that be not, would they might seem none.
Certain we should be what we seem.
Why then? I think Cassio's honest.
Nay, yet there's more in this. I prithee, speak to me as to thy thinkings, as thou dost ruminate and make thy worst of thoughts the worst of words.
Good my lady, pardon me. Utter my thoughts. Why, say they are vile and false. As where's the palace whereinto foul things sometimes intrude not?
Thou dost conspire against thy friend, Iago, if thou but makest her ear a stranger to thy thought.
Though I perchance am vicious in my guess, as I confess it is my nature's plague to spy into abuses, and very oft my jealousy sees faults that are not, that your wisdom from one that so imperfectly conceits would take no notice, build no troubles on, from his scattering and unsure observances. It were not quiet nor good for you to let you know my thoughts.
What dost thou mean? By heaven, I'll know thy thoughts.
You cannot if my heart were in your hand. You shall not whilst 'tis in my custody.
Huh?
My lady, beware. Jealousy. It is the green-eyed monster that does mock the meat it feeds on.
Why? Why's this? Think thou I'd make a life of jealousy? To say my wife is fair, feeds well, loves company, is free of speech, sings, plays, and dances well. Where virtue is, these are more virtuous. Nor from mine own weak merits will I draw the smallest fear or doubt of her revolt. For she had eyes and chose me. No, Iago, I'll see before I doubt. When I doubt, prove. And on that proof, there is no more but this. Away at once with love or jealousy.
I'm glad of this. So shall I have reason to show you the love and duty that I bear you, in franker spirit. Therefore, as I'm bound, receive it from me. I speak not yet of proof. Look to your wife. Observe her well with Cassio. Were your eyes thus, not jealous, nor secure, I would not have your free and noble nature out of self-bounty be abused. Look to it.
Dost thou say so?
She did deceive her father, marrying you.
And so she did.
Why, go to then. She that so young could give out such a seeming to seal her father's eyes up close as oak. He thought 'twas witchcraft. But I am much to blame. I humbly do beseech you of your pardon for too much loving you.
I am bound to thee forever.
I see this hath a little dashed your spirits.
Not a jot. Not a jot.
Trust me. I think it has. I hope you will consider what is spoke comes from your love. And I do see you are moved. I am not, I pray you, not to take what I have said to grosser issue or to large extent more than suspicion.
I will not.
If you should do so, my words should fall into such vile success which my thoughts aimed not. Cassio's my worthy friend. Just let me be thought a little busy in my fears, as I have worthy cause to fear I am, and hold her free. I humbly beseech you.
I'm not much moved. I do not think but Desdemona's honest.
Aye, there's the thing.
And yet how nature erring of itself.
Aye, there's the thing.
Farewell. Farewell. If more thou dost perceive, let me know more. Set on thy wife to observe. Leave me, Iago.
I take my leave.
Why did I marry? This honest creature doubtless sees and knows more, much more than he unfolds.
I humbly do entreat you, madam. Scan no further into this. Leave it to time. Though it be apt that Cassio have her place, and for sure she fills it up with great ability. But let me say this. Observe her well, madam. Observe her well. I take my leave once more.
Fear not my government. This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all quantities with the learned spirit of human dealings. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Look, where she comes. If she be false, heaven mocked itself. I'll not believe it.
How now, my dear Othello?
I am to blame.
Why do you speak so faintly? Are you not well?
I have a pain upon my forehead here.
That's with watching. Twirl away again. Let me bind it hard. Within this hour, it will be well.
Your napkin is too little. Let it alone. Come. I'll go in with you.
I'm very sorry you are not well. I'm glad I've
found this napkin. This was her first remembrance from the moor. My wayward husband hath 100 times wooed me to steal it. But she so loves the token, for she conjured her she should ever keep it, that she reserves it evermore about her to kiss and talk to. I'll have the work ta'en out and give to Iago. What he will do with it, heaven knows, not I, nothing, but to please his...
Hello! What do you here alone?
Fear not you chide, I have a thing for you.
You have a thing for me? It is a common thing.
Oh, is that all? And what will you give me now for that same handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
What handkerchief?
Why, that the Moor first gave to Desdemona, that which you so often did bid me steal. Look, here it is.
I stole it from her.
Oh, faith. She let it drop by negligence into the advantage. I, being here, took it up.
Give it me.
And what will you do with it? That you've been so earnest to have me filch it?
Why, what's that to you?
If it not be for some purpose of import, give it me again. Poor lady, she'll run mad when she shall lack it.
Be not a go not. I have use for it. Go! Leave me! In Cassio's lodging will I lose this napkin. And let her find it. Trifles light as air. Unto the jelliest confirmation strong as proofs of holy writ. This may do something. The Moor already changes with my poison. Ah, look where she comes.
I swear, 'tis better to be much abused than but to know it a little.
My lady?
What sense had I in her stolen hours of lust? I saw it not, thought it not, it harmed me not. I slept the next night well, was free and merry. I found not Cassio's kisses on her lips.
I'm very sorry to hear this.
I had been happy if the general town, everyone and all, had tasted her sweet body, so I had nothing known.
Is possible, my lady.
Villain, be sure thou prove my love a whore. Be sure of it. Give me the ocular proof.
It's come to this.
Make me to see it. Or at the least, so prove it, that the probation bear no hinge or loop to hang a down upon. Or woe upon your life.
My noble lady!
That you do slander her and torture me.
Have you a soul? Or sense? To be direct and honest is not safe.
Nay, stay, thou shouldst be honest.
I should be wise. For honesty's a fool and loses that it works for.
By heaven, I think my wife be honest, and think she's not. I think that thou art just, and think thou art not. I'll have some proof.
I see you are eaten up with a passion. I do repent me that I put it to you.
Would?
You will be satisfied?
Nay, and I will.
And may. But how? How satisfied, my lady? If imputation and strong circumstances which lead directly to the drawer of truth will give you satisfaction, you might have it.
Give me a living reason she's disloyal.
I like not the office, but since I am entered in this cause so far, pricked to it by gentle honesty and pure love, I will go on. In sleep, I heard Cassio say, "Sweet Desdemona, let us be wary. Let us hide our love."
Oh!
Nay, but this was but a dream.
'Tis a shrewd doubt thou it be but a dream.
She may yet be honest. Hast thou not sometimes seen a handkerchief spotted with strawberries in your wife's hand?
I gave her such a one. 'Twas my first gift.
I know not that. But I have seen such a handkerchief. I'm sure it was your wife's. I did today see Cassio wipe her face with it.
If it be that.
If it be that or any, it was hers, and speaks against her with the other proofs.
Now I do see 'tis true.
Patience a while. Content yourself, your mind may change.
Oh. Within these 3 days, let me hear thee say, Cassio's not alive.
My friend is dead. 'Tis done at your request, but let Desdemona live.
Damn her, lewd minx! Oh, damn her, damn her! Come, go with me apart. I will withdraw to furnish me with some swift means of death for the fair devil. Now art thou my instructor.
I am your own forever.
But where should I lose the handkerchief, Aemilia? I know not. Believe me, I would rather lost my purse full of my money, and but my noble Moor is true of mind and made of no such baseness as jealous creatures are. 'Twere enough to put her to ill thinking.
Is she not jealous?
Who, her?
Look, where she comes.
I will not speak with her now, till Cassio be called to her. How now, my lady?
Well, how do you do, Desdemona?
Well, my lady.
Give me your hand. This hand is moist, my lady.
I cannot speak of this. Come, now, your promise.
What promise?
I have sent to bid Cassio come speak with you.
Lend me your handkerchief.
Here, my lady.
That which I gave you.
I have it not about me.
Not?
No, indeed, my lady.
My mother, she dying gave it me, and bid it when my fate would have me wived, I give to her. I did too. And take heed on't. Make it a darling like your precious eye. To loosed or gift away were such perdition as nothing else could match.
Is it possible?
'Tis true. There's magic in the web of it.
Indeed, it's true.
Most veritable. Therefore look to it well.
Would to heaven that I never had seen it.
Huh? Wherefore?
Why do you speak so startlingly and rash?
It's lost. It's gone. Speak, is it out the way?
It is not lost. But what and if it were?
How?
I say it is not lost.
Fetch. Let me see.
Why? So I can, but I will not now. This is a trick to put me from my suite. Pray you, let Cassio be received again.
Fetch me the handkerchief. My mind misgives.
Come. You'll never meet a more sufficient woman.
The handkerchief.
In sooth, you are to blame.
Away.
Is this woman not jealous?
I never saw it before. Sure there is some wonder in this handkerchief. I am most unhappy at the loss of it.
Look you, Cassio, my husband.
There is no other way, 'tis she must do it.
How now, good Cassio?
Madam, my former suit. I do beseech you that by your virtuous means I may again exist and be a member of her love, whom I with all the office of my heart entirely honor. I would not be delayed.
My lady is not my lady. Why should I know her? Was she in favour, as in humour altered? So help me, every spirit sanctioned. For I've spoken for you all my best, and stood in the blank of her displeasure for my free speech. You must a while be patient. What I can do I will, and more I will than for myself I dare. Let that suffice you.
Is my lady angry?
She went hence but now, and certainly in strange unquietness.
Can she be angry? Something of import then. I shall go meet her. 'Tis matter it is indeed if she be angry.
I prithee do so. Something sure as state has puddled her clear spirit.
Pray heaven it be state matters as you think, and no conception or no jealous toy concerning you.
I never gave her cause.
But jealous souls will not be answered so. They are not ever jealous for the cause, but jealous for their jealous. It is a monster, begot upon itself, born on itself.
I will go seek her. Cassio, walk her about. If I do find her fit, I'll move your suite, and seek to effect it to my uttermost.
I humbly thank you.
Cassio?
What make you from home? How is't with you, my fair Bianca? Indeed, sweet love, I was coming to your house.
And I was coming to your lodging, Cassio. What? Keep a week away? 7 days and nights.
Pardon me, Bianca. I have this while with leaden thoughts been pressed. But I shall, in a more continuate time, strike off this score of absence. Sweet Bianca, take me this work out.
Why? Whence came these? This is some token from a newer friend. Ha ha, to the fell absence. Now I feel a cause. Is it come to this?
No, in good truth, Bianca.
Why, who is it?
I know not. I found it in my chamber. I like the work well. Ere it be demanded, as like enough it will, I would have it copied. Take it, and do it, and leave me for this time.
Leave you?
Wherefore, I do attend here on our Othello, and think it no addition, nor my wish to have her see me womaned.
And why, I pray you?
Not that I love you not,
but that you do not love me. Pray you, let me come with you a little, and see if I should see you soon at night.
'Tis but a little way I can take you, for I attend here. I'll see you soon.
'Tis very good. I must be circumstanced.
Will you think so?
Think so, Iago?
What, to kiss in private?
An unauthorized kiss.
And to lie naked in bed with a friend an hour or more, not meaning any harm?
Naked in bed, Iago, and mean no harm?
But if I gave my wife a handkerchief,
What then?
why then 'tis hers, my lady. And being hers, she may, I think, bestow it on anyone.
She is protectress of her honor too. May she give that?
Her honour's an essence that's not seen. They have it very oft, but have it not. But for the handkerchief,
By heaven, I would most gladly have forgot it.
what if I had said that I had seen her do you wrong?
Has she said anything?
She hath, my lady.
What?
So be yourself assured, no more than she'll unswear.
What has she said?
Why, that she did. I know not what she did.
What? What?
Lie.
With her?
With her, on her, what you will.
Lie with her. Lie on her. They say lie on her when they belie her. Lie with her, that's fulsome. Handkerchief. Confessions. It's possible. Handkerchief. Confessions.
Othello. Cassio!
What is the matter here?
My lady's fallen into an epilepsy. It is a second fit. She had one yesterday.
Rub her about the temples.
Oh, look, she stirs. Withdraw yourself a little while. She will recover straight. When she is gone, I would on great occasion speak with you. How is Othello? Have you not hurt your head?
Dost thou mock me?
I mock you not, by heaven.
Did she confess it?
While you were here, overwhelmed with your grief, Cassio came hither. I shifted her away, and laid good excuses upon your ecstasy, and bade her anon return to speak with me here, the which she promised. Do but enchave yourself. I'll make her tell the tale anew. Where, how oft, how long ago, and when she hath and will again to cope your wife. Will you withdraw? Now, I'll question Cassio of Bianca. It is a creature that dotes on Cassio. And Cassio, when she hears of her, cannot restrain from the excess of laughter. Ah, here comes Cassio now! And when she smiles, Othello shall go mad, and her unbookish jealousy must conserve poor Cassio's smiles, gestures, and light behaviour quite in the wrong. How now, instructor?
The worse, sir, that you give me the addition, whose want even kills me.
Ply Desdemona well, and you are sure on't. Now, if this suit lay in Bianca's dower, how quickly should you speed? I never knew woman love woman so.
I think indeed she loves me.
She gives it out that you shall marry her. Do you intend it?
I marry.
Why, the cry goes that you marry her.
Prithee, say true.
I am a very villain else.
She is persuaded I will marry her out of her own love and flattery, not out of my promise. She was here even now. She haunts me in every place. Ugh, I must leave her company.
Ah, before me. Look where she comes.
What do you mean by this haunting of me?
What did you mean by that same handkerchief you gave me even now, huh? Oh, I was a fine fool to take it. I must take out the work, a likely piece of work. I find it in my chamber. No, not who left it there. This is some minx's token, and I must take out the work. There, wheresoever you had it, I'll take out no work on it.
How now, my sweet Bianca?
If you come tonight at supper, you may. If not, come when you're next prepared for it.
After her! After her!
I must. She'll rail in the streets else.
Will you sup there?
Yes, I intend so.
Well, I may chance to see you there. For I would very fain speak with you.
Prithee come, will you?
Go to, say no more.
How shall I murder her, Iago?
Did you see how she laughed at her voice?
Oh, Iago.
And did you see the handkerchief?
Was that mine?
Oh, by this hand, it's yours. And to think how she behaved with that foolish one, your wife. Desdemona gave it to her, and she hath given it her whore.
Get me some poison this night, Iago. I'll not expostulate her, lest her body and beauty unprovide my mind again. This night, Iago!
Do it not with poison. Strangle her in her bed. Even the bed she hath contaminated.
Good.
Now for Cassio, let me be her undertaker. You shall hear more by midnight.
Good.
Othello, how does Cassio?
Lives.
Are you sure of that?
My lady?
Indeed.
Why, sweet Othello?
Dull!
I have not deserved this!
Make her amends, she weeps.
If that the earth could teem with women's tears, each drop she falls would prove a crocodile. Out of my sight!
I will not stay to offend you.
Call her back.
Mistress! Why, what would you with her?
Who I, my lady?
Aye, you did wish that I would make her turn. She can turn, and yet go on and turn again. And she can weep! Weep! Cassio shall have my place. And tonight, I do entreat that we may sup together.
Is this the nature whom's passion could not shake?
She is much changed.
Has she lost her wit?
She is that she is. I may not breathe my censure. What she might be. If she might be what she is not, I would to heaven she were.
What? Strike her wife?
It is not honesty in me to speak what I have seen and known. You shall observe her.
I'm sorry that I'm deceived in her.
You have seen nothing then?
Nor ever heard, nor ever did suspect.
Yes, you have seen Cassio and she together.
But then I saw no harm, and then I heard each syllable that breath made up between them.
What, did they never whisper?
Never, my lady.
Nor send you out of the way?
Never.
That's strange.
I durst, my lady, to wager she is honest. Lay down my soul at stake. No, if you think other, remove your thought, it doth abuse your bosom. For if she be not honest, chaste, and true, there's no one happy.
Bid her come hither. Go. She says enough. Come hither.
My lady, what is your will?
Let me see your eyes. Look in my face.
What horrible fancy's this?
Leave alone. Nay, dispatch.
Upon my name. What doth your speech import? I understand a fury in your words, but not the words.
Why? What art thou?
Your wife? Your true and loyal wife?
Come, swear it. Damn thyself. Swear thou art honest.
Heaven doth truly know it.
Heaven truly knows thou art false as hell.
To whom? With whom? How am I false?
Desdemona, away! Away!
Am I the motive of these tears?
Away!
Am I the motive of these tears?
Oh, aye.
Oh, heaven, you do me wrong.
Was this fair paper, this most goodly book, made to write whore upon?
No! As I shall be saved!
What, not a whore?
No!
It's possible.
Oh, heaven, pardon us.
I cry you mercy, then.
What does this lady conceive? How do you, madam?
Faith, half asleep.
Good madam, what's the matter with my lady?
With who?
Why, with my lady, madam.
Who is thy lady?
She that is yours. Sweet lady.
I have none. Do not talk to me, Aemilia. I cannot weep, nor answers I have none. How have I been behaved? It's just to stick the smallest opinion on my least misuse.
How is it with you?
I cannot tell. Those who do teach young babes do it with gentle means and easy tasks. She might have chid me so, and in good faith I am a child to chiding.
What is the matter, lady?
Iago, my lady hath so behoard her, throwing such despite and heavy terms upon her that true hearts cannot bear it.
Am I that name, Iago?
What name, fair lady?
Such as she said my lady did say I was.
She called her whore.
Why did she so?
I do not know. I am sure I am none such.
Do not weep, do not weep.
She forsook so many noble matches to be called whore. Would it not make one weep?
It is my wretched fortune.
How came this trick upon her?
Nay, heaven doth know.
I will be hanged if some eternal villain, some busy and insinuating rogue, some coddling slave to get some office, have not devised this slander.
Well, there is no such man. It is impossible.
If any such there be, heaven pardon him.
Why should she call her whore? Who keeps her company? What place? What time? What form? What likelihood?
Speak within doors.
Oh, some such fellow he was that turned your wit the seamy side without and made you to suspect me with them all.
Oh, you are a fool. Go to.
Iago, what should I do to win my lady again? Good friend, go to her. For by this light of heaven, I know not how I lost her. Here, I kneel! If e'er my will did trespass against her love, either in discourse of thought or actual deed, or that mine eyes, mine ears, or any sense delighted them, or any other form, or that I do not yet, or I ever did, or ever will, though she do shake me off to beggarly divorcement. Love her dearly. Come forswear me. Her unkindness may do much, and her unkindness may defeat my love, but never taint my love. I cannot say all. It doesn't bore me now to say the word, to do the deed that might the addition earn. Not that all the world's mass of vanity could make me.
Go in. Do not weep. All things shall be well. How now, Rodorigo?
I do not find that thou dealst justly with me.
What in the contrary?
Every day thou draftest me in some device, Iago, and rather, as it seems to be now, keeps from me all convenience. Then suppliest me with the least advantage of hope. I will indeed no longer endure it, nor am I yet persuaded to put up in peace what already I have foolishly suffered.
Will you hear me, Iago?
I have heard too much, and your words and performances are no kin together.
You charge me most unjustly.
With naught but truth. I have wasted myself out of my means.
Well, go to. Very well.
Very well. Go to. I cannot go to, man, nor 'tis not very well.
Very well.
I tell you, 'tis not very well. I will make myself known to Desdemona.
Right. Now I see there's metal in thee. And even from this instant, to build on thee a better opinion than ever before. Thou hast taken against me a most just exception. Just listen to me, Rodorigo. I appreciate it hath indeed not appeared. Your suspicion is not without wit and judgment, but, Rodorigo, if thou hast in you that which I ne'er before did see better than now, I mean purpose, courage, valour, this night show it. If thou, the next night following, enjoy not Desdemona, take me from this world with treachery, and devise engines for my life.
Well, what is it? Is it within reason and compass?
Sir, there comes a commission to depute Cassio in Othello's place.
Is that true?
Uh-huh. Othello will take away with her the fair Desdemona, unless her abode be lingered here by some accident. Huh? Huh? And what better accident than the removing of Cassio?
What do you mean, removing her?
Why, to make her uncapable of Othello's place. Knocking out her brains?
And that you would have me do?
But aye, if you will do yourself a profit and a right, she sups tonight with a harlotry. I will go thither. She knows not yet of her honourable reward. If you will watch her going hence, as I will fashion to fix between the hours of 12 and 1, you may take her at your pleasure. I'll be near to second your attempt. She'll fall between us. Stand you not amazed. But go with me, for I will show you necessity of her death. So much that you will think yourself bound to put it on her. Tis almost supper. We'd best go in.
I will hear further reasons on it.
You shall be satisfied.
I do beseech you, trouble yourself no further.
Oh, pardon me. 'Twill do me well to walk.
Madam, good night. I humbly thank your ladyship.
Your honour is most welcome. Will you walk? Oh, Desdemona. I will be returned forthwith. Dismiss her.
How goes it now? She looks gentler than she did.
She says she'll return incontinent. And bid me to dismiss you.
Dismiss me?
It was her bidding. So good, Aemilia.
I would you'd never seen her.
So would not I. My love does so approve her, that even her stubbornness, her cheeks, her frowns, prithee unpin me. Have grace and favour.
Come. You talk.
Dost thou in conscience think, tell me Aemilia, that there be women do abuse their partners in such gross kind?
There be some such, no question.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Why, would not you?
No, by this heavenly light.
Nor I neither, by this heavenly light. I might do it as well in the dark.
Wouldst thou do such a deed for all the world?
Oh, the world is a huge thing. It is a great price for a small vice.
In truth, I actually think thou wouldst not.
In truth, I think I should. And do it when I had done it. Marry, I would not do such a thing for a joint ring, but for all the whole world.
Beshrew me if I would do such a wrong for the whole world.
Why? The wrong is but a wrong in the world.
I do not think there is any such woman.
Yes, a dozen. But I do think it is their partners' faults if they do fall. Say that they slack their duties and pour our treasures into foreign laps, or else break out in peevish jealousies, throwing restraint upon us, or say they strike us, or scant our former having in despite. Why, we have galls, and though we have some grace, have we some revenge? What is they do when they change us for others? Is it sport? I think it is. And doth affection breed it? Oh, I think it doth. And is frailty that thus urges? It is so too. And have we not affections? Desires for sport and frailty, as they have? And let them use us well. Else, let them know the ills We do. Their ills instruct us so.
Good night. Good night. Heaven me such use as send, not to pick bad from bad, but by bad mend.
It makes us or it mars us. Think on that and fix most firm thy resolution.
Be near at hand. I may miscarry in it.
Here at thy hand. Be bold and take thy stand.
I have no great devotion to the deed. Yet he hath given me satisfying reasons. 'Tis but a man gone.
I have rubbed this young quat almost to the sense, and he grows angry. Now, whether he kill Cassio, or Cassio kills him, or each do kill the other, live Rodorigo. It must not be. Now, if Cassio do remain, she has a daily beauty in her life that makes me ugly, and besides, the more may unfold her to me. There stand I in much peril. No, she must die. But so, I heard her coming.
Villain! Thou diest! Oh!
Help!
Oh! Villain that I am!
It is even so.
Help!
Does he? Oh, brave Iago, honest and just, thou teachest me. Minging thy dear lies dead. For of my heart, those charms, thine eyes are blotted. Thy bed less stained shall with less blood be spotted.
Help!
Oh, wretched villain!
Who's there?
Here! Iago?
What's the matter?
Give me some help!
What villains have done this?
I know not. One of them is hereabout, but cannot make a way.
Help me there!
That is one of them.
Oh, villain!
Iago!
Henson Montano.
He, sir.
I cry you mercy. Here's Cassio, hurt by villains.
Cassio?
How is?
My leg is cut in two.
I'll bind it with my belt.
What is the matter? Who is it that cries?
Who is this wife?
My love Cassio! My sweet Cassio!
Cassio, may you suspect who they should be that have thus mangled thee?
No.
I'm sorry to find you thus. I have been to seek you.
She faints!
I do believe this trash to be a party in this injury. Good Cassio, patience a while. Know we his face or no? Rodorigo. Ah, he! 'Tis he! Bear her carefully from hence. For you, mistress, save you your labours a while. He that lies slain here is my dear friend Cassio. What? Look you pale?
What is the matter, husband?
Cassio hath here in the park been set upon by Rodorigo and some fellows that escaped. She's almost slain and Rodorigo quite dead.
Good Cassio.
Why? Look you pale?
She's sapped.
Ah, this is the fruits of whoring. Prithee, Aemilia. Go you, know of Cassio where she supped tonight. What, do you shake at that?
She sapped at my house, but therefore I shake not.
Oh, did she now? I charge you, come with me.
Strumpets.
I am no strumpet, but of life as honest as thou that thou'st abuse me.
Come along with me, come along. Aemilia, do you go find what have happed. Oh, this is the night! that either makes me off or does me quite.
It is the cause. It is the cause, my soul. Let me not name it to you, you chaste stars. It is the cause. Yet I'll not shed her blood, nor scar that whiter skin of hers than snow, and smooth as monumental alabaster. Yet she must die, else she'll betray more women. Put out the light, and then put out the light. If I quench thee, thou flaming minister, I can again thy former light restore, should I repent me. But once put out thy light, thou cunningness pattern of excelling nature, I know not where is that Promethean heat that can again thy light relume. One more. Be thus when thou art dead, and I will kill thee and love thee after. One more. And that's the last. Who's there? Othello! Aye, Desdemona.
Will you come to bed, my lady?
Have you prayed tonight, Desdemona?
I like my lady.
If you bethink yourself to any crime unreconciled as yet to heaven and grace, solicit for it straight.
My lady, what may you mean by this?
I would not kill thy soul.
Talk you of killing?
Aye, I do.
And heaven have mercy on me.
Amen with all my heart.
If you say so, I hope you will not kill me. And yet I fear you, for you are fatal then as your eyes do roll. And why should I fear? I know not. For guiltiness I know not. And yet I fear.
Think on thy sins.
They are loves I bear to you.
Aye. And for that thou diest.
That death's unnatural, that kills for loving. Some bloody passion shakes your very frame. These are portents, and yet I hope they do not point on me.
Peace and be still.
I will, so. What's the matter?
That handkerchief, which I so loved and gave thee, thou gavest Cassio.
No. By my soul and life, send for the woman and ask her.
Sweet soul, take heed of perjury. Thou art on thy deathbed.
Aye, but not yet to die.
Presently, thou art to die.
Oh, heaven, have mercy on me.
Amen.
And have you mercy too. I never did offend you in my life. Never loved Cassio. But with general warranties of heaven that I might love her, I never gave a token.
By heaven, I saw the handkerchief in her hand. She perjured woman! Thou dost stone my heart and make me call what I intend to do a murder! Which I thought a sacrifice!
Let her confess the truth!
Cassio hath confessed it!
What, my lady?
That she hath used thee.
How? Unlawfully?
Aye!
She will not say so!
No! Her mouth is stopped. Honest Iago hath ta'en order for it.
My fair interpret! What, is she dead?
Had all her hairs been lives, my great revenge had stomach for them all.
She is betrayed, and I undone!
Out, trumpet! Weeps thou for her to my face!
Banish me, my lady, but kill me not!
Down, trumpet!
Kill me tomorrow! Let me live tonight!
Nay, strive.
For half an hour!
Being done, there is no pause.
But while I say one prayer...
It is too late!
My lady!
What noise is this? Not dead. Not yet quite dead. I that am cruel am yet merciful. I would not have thee linger in thy pain.
My lady!
Who's there?
I do beseech you that I may speak with you.
Yes, 'tis Aemilia by and by. She's dead. 'Tis like she's come to speak of Cassio's death. The noise was high. No more moving. Still as the grave. Shall she come in? We're good. I think she stirs again. No, what's best to do? If she come in, she'll sure speak to my wife. My wife. My wife. What wife? I have no wife.
I do beseech you that I may speak with you.
Where art thou? What is the matter with thee now?
Yonder's foul murder's done.
What? Now?
But now, my lady Cassio, my lady, hath killed Rodorigo.
Rodorigo killed? And Cassio killed?
No, Cassio is not killed.
Not Cassio killed? Then murder's out of tune, and sweet revenge grows harsh.
Oh, master!
What cry is that?
What? That?
How? That was my lady's voice. Help! Sweet Desdemona?
A guiltless death, I die.
Oh, who hath done this deed?
Nobody. I myself. Farewell.
Why, how should she be murdered?
Who knows?
Thou heard her say herself, it was not I.
She said so. I must needs report the truth.
She's like a liar gone to burning hell. 'Twas I that killed her.
Oh, the more angel she, and you the blacker devil.
She turned to folly, and she was a whore.
Thou dost belie her, and thou art a devil.
She was as false as water.
Thou art rash as fire to say that she was false. Oh, she was heavenly true.
Cassio did top her. Ask thy husband else. Oh, I were damned beneath the depths of hell, but that I did proceed upon just grounds to this extremity. Thy husband knew it all.
My husband.
Thy husband.
That she was false to wedlock.
I, with Cassio.
My husband.
He told me at her first.
My husband.
What needs this iterance?
My husband say that she was false.
I say thy husband does understand the word. My friend, thy husband, honest Iago.
If he sayst, may his pernicious soul rot. He lies to the heart. was too fond of her most filthy bargain.
Huh?
Do thy worst. This deed of thine is no more worthy heaven than thou wast worthy her.
Peace!
Oh, thou hast not half that power to do me harm as I have to be hurt. As ignorant as dirt, thou hast done a deed. I'll make thee known, though I lost 20 lives. Help! The Moor has killed my mistress! Murder!
What is the matter?
Oh, are you coming, Iago? You have done well that we must lay our murders on your neck.
So what is the matter?
Disprove this, villain, if thou beest a man. She says thou told her that her wife was false. I know thou didst not. Thou art not such a villain. Speak, for my heart is full.
I told her what I thought and told no more than what she found herself was apt and true.
Did you ever tell her she was false?
I did.
You told a lie. An odious, damned lie upon my soul. A lie, a wicked lie. She, false with Cassio, did you say with Cassio?
With Cassio, mistress. Go charm your tongue.
I will not charm my tongue. I am bound to speak. My mistress here lies murdered in her bed, and your reports have set the murder on. 'Tis even true.
'Tis a strange truth.
Villainy, villainy, villainy! I thought so then. I'll kill myself for grief.
What, are you mad?
Oh! Nay, lay you down and roar. For thou didst kill the sweetest innocent that e'er did lift up eye. 'Tis pitiful, but yet Iago knows that she with Cassio hath the act of shame 1,000 times committed. Cassio confessed it, and she did gratify her amorous works with the recognizance and pledge of love that I first gave her. I saw it in her hand. It was a handkerchief, an antique token my father gave my mother. Oh, heaven.
Come, hold your peace.
Twill out. Twill out! I, peace. All cry shame against me, yet I'll speak.
Be wise and get you home.
I will not! Oh, thou Dulfer, that handkerchief thou speakest of I found by fortune and did give my husband, for often in a solemn earnestness, more so indeed than belonged to such a trifle, he begged of me to steal it.
Thou villainous whore!
She, give it to Cassio, no, I found it and did give my husband.
Filth, thou
By
liest!
heaven, I do not! Precious villain!
I'll after that same villain!
Let it go, all.
Most. She loved me. Cruel Moor. So calm my soul to bliss, as I speak true.
Who can control her fate? If that thou beest a devil, I cannot kill thee.
I bleed, but not killed.
I am not sorry neither. I'd have thee live, for by my sense 'tis happiness to die.
This wretch had part confessed his villainy. Did you and he consent in Cassio's death?
I never gave you cause. I beg you pardon. And I beseech you, will you, I pray, demand that demi-devil why he hath thus ensnared my soul and body?
Demand me nothing. What you know, you know. From this time forth, I never will speak word.
Well, thou dost best.
You shall understand what hath befallen, which, as I think you know not. Here is a letter found in the pocket of the slain Rodorigo, and here another. The one of them imports the death of Cassio to be undertook by Rodorigo.
Oh, villain!
And here's another discontented paper. And this, it seems, that this damned villain that Rodorigo meant to send to this damned villain. But like Iago in the interim, came in and satisfied him.
Came you, Cassio, by that handkerchief that was my wife's?
I found it in my chamber. He himself confessed it, but even now, that there he dropped it for a special purpose, which wrought to his desire.
Oh, fool!
Besides, there is in Rodorigo's letter how he upbraids Iago, that he set him on.
You must forsake this room and go with us.
Soft you. A word or two before you go. When you shall these unlucky deeds relate, speak of me as I am, nothing extenuate, nor set down aught in malice. Then shall you speak of one that loved not wisely, but too well, of one not easily jealous, but being wrought, perplexed to the extreme. Set you down this. And say, besides,